MovieWeb.com.
So I wanted to begin by asking you, when the Hesses and Mike White call you up and say, hey, we want you to come play with us in this crazy movie, what was your reaction? What did you think of the script?
I found the script very, very funny and very different to other stuff I read. And I liked their other films. So
You were a fan of Napoleon Dynamite?
Yeah, I was gonna.
Old School.
I was gonna do it no matter what they said. They said, we walk around with a sausage tied to. Just a sausage tied to you, I would have just said, yeah, I'll do it.
Sausage tied guy would have been fine for you.
Yeah, that would have been fine. Yeah.
Awesome. Do you like sci-fi? Was the aspect of kind of poking fun at sci-fi novels, was that something you were interested in? Did you find there was a lot of comedy, kind of farce that you could find in that area?
Well, I didn't write this, so I didn't.
As far as acting and the character.
I know. Yeah, that's not really. I don't think of that as my department, but I do find it funny, but I love it as well, and I think that's the same with the Hesses. They find it funny, but they also love it, and I think Jared would probably make science fiction films if he had the resources when he first started.
Right. Well, and your character turns out to be kind of a fraud in a lot of ways. So how was that for you to sort of relate to that character who essentially has run out of good ideas, where you're a guy who has a lot of creative ideas?
Well, you always, I think...
Do you ever had that fear of sort of going into that territory?
It's not a fear, but I always feel like you go through that a lot when you have to write a lot of stuff. You think, oh, there's no more ideas. Okay, and then just have a break, and then in enough time, some will come.
Sort of relate to his situation.
You sort of You sort of stockpile ideas, and then you do all those, and you got to make sure you can have a bit of time off.
Excellent.
And yeah, definitely when we filmed that, it was between season 1 and 2 of the Concords, and I was aware, like a week after I'd finished that, I was going to have to come up with 20 songs and a season worth of TV in a limited amount of time. So
that sort of resonated even in your character. Yeah. Interesting.
It's a tough place to be for a creative person, I think.
Yeah. And I know you've been in other films before, but this is sort of your first leading role in a major comedy like this. So
in an American film.
In an American film. So
yeah.
did you feel some sort of pressure on you to
Yes.
hit it out of the park?
Well, not that exactly. Well, there were 2 parts that Jared said you can play either part. He ended up adding them together, but I at first just wanted to do the smaller part because it's less pressure and it was a funny scene, and but in the end, because I'm a fan, I said I'll just do whatever you ask me to do.
And then finally, are you excited to get started on season 3 of Flight of the Conchords?
Well, we haven't really committed to doing that.
Oh, so it's still a little up in the air, working it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to let people know soon.
Gentlemen Broncos,